Mexican drug lord who seized control of the dominating Juarez cartel and became a successful trafficker through air. Today, let's talk about Amado Carrillo Fuentes, the man who was uniquely different from other narco bosses. Who was he and what was he known for? Let's talk about it. Carrillo was born on December 17th, 1956, in Novalato, Sinaloa. His father, Walter Vicente Carrillo Vega, which not too much is known about, raised 11 kids in total along with his wife, Aurora Fuentes. It is thought that even though Vicente's brother was a narco himself, Carrillo's dad wasn't involved in the drug trade business. Rumors have it that he was just a farmer in Sinaloa. Carrillo started first than his other brothers. With the help of his uncle, Ernesto Fonseca Carrillo, also known as Don Neto, he started getting involved with the cartel. Under Don Neto's supervision, he managed some routes and businesses himself, and as he grew in experience, he brought his brothers with welcoming arms into the cartel. Being a part of the Guadalajara cartel initially, he would frequently be sent to Ojinaga, Chihuahua to oversee the cocaine shipments of his uncle. He was also reportedly an effective leader and was very much respected by those he worked with. Because of this, he managed to receive the help of Pablo Acosta Villarreal, alias El Zorro de Ojinaga, and Rafael Aguilar Guajardo, someone who comes into the picture a bit later. Carrillo was given an opportunity that would change his life and the narco world altogether. Rafael Aguilar Guajardo, who we talked about a bit earlier, was the leader of the Juarez cartel. After seeing how quickly Carrillo managed to comprehend the job and risk of a cartel leader, he praised him and took him in to work closely by his side in the Juarez cartel. Not so soon after, Carrillo planned to assassinate him. He knew that he was next up in being the future of the cartel, but clearly he did not want to wait until it was given to him altogether. Although the date isn't exactly known, he successfully assassinated Guajardo and took over as the leader and key piece in making Juarez the most influential cartel in Mexico at the time. Carrillo worked with the Cali cartel of Pablo Escobar and many known narcos such as El Chapo, Beltran Leiva brothers, and the Arellano Felix family. He noticed one specific thing. Carrillo knew smuggling through air was never done before. No one risked flying drugs over land in the history of narcotics. Unlike any other narco, he had a clear path to actually successfully fly. Not only was he a DFS Federal, which is a Mexican intelligence agency and secret police, which alone gives him such an advantage, but he also heavily invested into Mexican airlines, which made him simply pose his flights as commercial or literally fly to an airport as a business flight. This is so often forgotten of, but was the main reason why he was so successful. Carrillo had a total of around 30 Boeing 747s, and not to be mistaken with the 727. Dubbed why he was named El Senor De Los Cielos, or the Lord of the Skies. Because of these planes and its connections around the world, he amounted the ridiculous number of $25 billion in revenue throughout his whole career. The pressure to capture Carrillo intensified among U.S. and Mexican authorities after people in the state of Morelos began silent marches against Governor Jorge Carrillo Olea and his presumed compliance with drug-related violence. One of almost 60 properties of Carrillo's was 3 blocks from the governor's official residence and often held narco fiestas in the city of Tetacala. Governor Carrillo Olea was forced to resign and was arrested. Carrillo started to remove himself from public view, but the way he took action of it was his downfall. The pressure of being arrested and facing life in prison made him extremely anxious. This same feeling convinced Carrillo to undergo facial plastic surgery and go as far as abdominal surgery, liposuction, to completely change his appearance. On July 4th, 1997, at Santa Monica Hospital in Mexico City, he underwent surgery. During the operation, complications appeared and died because of a certain medication or a malfunctioning respirator, according to various reports. However, there is very little paperwork done regarding his death, which makes many wonder if he really passed away or not. On November 7th, 1997, the 2 doctors who performed his surgery were found dead, encased in concrete inside steel drums, with their bodies showing signs of torture. Carrillo was given a large and lavish funeral in Guamuchilito, Sinaloa. It was an open casket funeral for everyone to see. In Ciudad Juarez, the PJR seized warehouses they believe the cartel used to store weapons and cocaine. They also seized over 60 properties all over Mexico belonging to Carrillo. In 2006, Governor Eduardo Bors asked the federal government to tear down Carrillo's mansion in Hermosillo, Sonora. The mansion, dubbed the Palace of 1,001 Nights, although still standing, remains unoccupied. Officials also froze his bank accounts amounting to $10 billion belonging to Carrillo. In April 2009, Mexican authorities arrested Carrillo's son, Vicente Carrillo Leiva, also known as El Ingeniero, who was sent to study at the best private universities of Mexico, Switzerland, and Spain. But obviously he chose the wrong path and chose the one of his fathers. Like always, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and also let me know who you guys want to see next in the comment section below.